Hello and welcome to HSF at Conestoga. In this video, I want to just go over what I often refer to as the three pillars or the three core goals, the three foundational aspects of this program, right? And in this little mini video series or whatever that I'm making, what I want to try to do is have a bit of an overview of some of the main ideas of the course and some of the main details of the course, but also let you get to know me a little bit. And I'm going to hopefully interview the other faculty and stuff for this program and eventually make this channel something that the students that are new to the program can use to familiarize themselves a bit and also to maybe share resources or who knows. All right. Anyways, hope you enjoy the video and the three pillars of HSF. This is like my third or fourth time on this slide. I'm trying to like not overdo it, but also give you a little bit of information here because oftentimes, okay, I'm going to keep this one for sure. So I'm going to try to get it here. The point I wanted to make with this video and with this slide specifically, because the rest of this video is, to be honest, I'm just kind of playing around a bit because I want to make a way for me to make videos that are specifically relevant to both students starting the program and, you know, long term, hopefully once you've even been through the program, I'd be interested in making videos related to like doing research and things that are going to be relevant to college student success in general. So the HSF program, really, when I try to describe it to people, I often will put it in this way: is it makes sense to think of it as having three main goals. The first goal is to really focus on your ability to have power with your words. And what I mean by that is, I think one of the biggest things that I can do to try to help you, and the program can try to help you, is to get you better at things like your writing and your ability to articulate and construct an argument, your ability to do things like a presentation and work on assignments. And so some of the programs and classes you're going to be taking are going to be things that are like actually working on your, what we call it, Conestoga communication, or what in high school you probably called the English class, right? Like your actual like writing skills and stuff like that. You're going to have a class on presentation skills, class on group dynamics, a class on, which basically like a group work class, or a group dynamics class, like a group psychology class, I meant to say. But then there's also aspects of your program and courses, like for example, developmental psychology and the social issues class and the diversity class and the interpersonal behavior class, that are also preparing you topic-wise and content-wise for a wide variety of potential next steps in your career path in the human services, or in the helping professions is another way of saying human services. So part of it is building up your academics, and then the other very like tangible aspect of it is, if you struggled in high school and your grades aren't the greatest, if you complete this program, it counts as an equivalent for 6 U-level classes. And basically, if you take this program and do well in it, these marks go a long way in helping you take the next step. And I'm just refraining from making like huge promises because there's so much individual differences, but our program has a very strong track record of helping students that maybe couldn't have gotten into programs develop their skill set to this extent that now they're ready to take that step, right? So for some of you, you might want to be getting into policing, or some of you want to get into the social work field, or the rec and leisure field, or the early childhood education field, or maybe you want to take this program to really kind of get your feet set in how to be a college student and get your writing a little bit stronger and stuff like that. And then maybe you want to take a try at like one of the bachelor programs like community and criminal justice or early learning. Okay, so there's an aspect to the program, that was a long rant to say, there's an academic upgrading aspect of it, right? Getting your hard school skills stronger. And then the career contemplation piece, right? That a big aspect of this program is going to be getting you to think about what type of career you think you would want to do and actually look at that deeply. And the one example I often use is a lot of people will come to the program and think, for example, that they want to be a social worker because they want to help people, they want to work with kids maybe, and then they'll maybe see a presentation from somebody on working with kids with autism with support animals, right? And that's actually this really neat field called therapeutic recreation that people had maybe never heard of before. And maybe that becomes like something that you're actually like passionate about. That's just like an example of a scenario where one of the things we're trying to do in this program is show you the different options that are available and get you to actually do assignments and spend time thinking about what it would actually be like to be in those fields, with the kind of secondary idea also that what we're trying to prevent is a scenario where you get into a field and then end up that that's not what you like, right? That we're trying to bring some of that real world consideration, hopefully, into your planning and your consideration of your future. And then the other kind of, I'm being a bit long-winded, as you can probably tell. I'm not on a script here. Adjustment to college, right? So academic upgrading, getting your skills stronger, career contemplation, basically like helping you figure out what you want to do next and building your ability and resources to do that, right? So like I'll just add one more point to that. Another huge piece of that is actually helping you start to apply. So say you start taking the program in September, by the time we get to Christmas, we're going to be starting to push you a bit to, if it's what you want to do, to start thinking about your applications to your next programs, right? Because this is very much, there's a developmental aspect to this, and we want to kind of help nudge you in the direction of your academic goals, right? And then the last piece there, adjustment to college, that a big piece, especially now that it's back on campus, a big piece is going to be teaching you like even very functional things like how to use the library and access services, to also teaching you a little bit of the ins and outs of being successful through a sometimes stressful or potentially stressful college year, and how to handle some of that stuff, and what adjusting to college in 2023 or whatever means is sometimes a complex question. But yeah, so I think like basically that's the idea. I didn't answer that one the greatest, but basically it's, yeah, some of it is like exposing you to the services. Like for example, some of our a lot of our students, once they go on to their next program and then they're sitting in that class and the teacher's like, okay, for your next assignment, I want you to do an assignment on this, and you need to have these kind of resources and blah, blah, blah. And then they've already done things like that before. They know how to go to the library and get the things they need. They know how to draft an outline for their paper. They know how to find points for their subpoints and how to construct and outline their paper and how to actually like go through the steps of writing the paper because they've done it before. You will have done it before. Okay. The 3 pillars: academic upgrading, career exploration, and adjustment to college. See you in future videos if you find these interesting or helpful.